Alright, so we're back with our renders done now. This is at frame 80, this is 185, and this is 260. Now, in this shot, I don't know what it is, but I feel like this place is a bit detached. I'm not sure if this is actually in the ground, or is it floating? I don't know why this seems very odd, this whole area. Apart from this, this place looks awesome. I mean, the whole light. Wait, I don't know why this. Where is this light coming from? Oh, the light over here. It's shining over here. Maybe, I don't know, decrease the intensity. I'm not sure. Nice pavement here. You can see the puddles, Chipotle grill thing. The guy in the background is really blurred out, but we'll be able to see movement in the animation. Don't know what this is. Forgot, did I put that there? Anyway, in the next scene we have the car. We still do not have reflections on his mirrors, which isn't the best, to be honest. If we were actually doing something more professional, I would probably maybe render this out differently on a different render pass and have the reflections on it, so I can composite them on later, but I'm not sure about that right now. It is raining. Doesn't look like it's raining here. Maybe I need to change around the animation for that. And where is this? No, this is this part. Okay, this place is kind of bright, to be honest, back here, but it's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. I can't really read out Empire. I think I might want to decrease. I don't know. Who cares about Empire? The focus is this. So that's awesome. This scene, this shot is probably the best. Two in the background. Nice bokeh on this. And we do see our woman walking. I think this is our woman walking back here. We won't be able to see her as much. Ooh, and I just realized these spots look amazing. Really sell the level of detail. This shot is good. This shot is okay, can be improved. A few maybe leaves over here that I can see. Fix the rain a bit. And need to fix the reflections on this somehow. Nikon back here, you can't even see this. Might be able to maybe, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. This is still a bit too bright. I guess I want the orange to show up more than the white. Could edit this in Photoshop and make it so it's not as bright. Let's see. So that's good. I like this. I'm liking this shot. Slow reveal to our. Okay, so we don't need the light over here. What's left? There is something left that I was thinking about that we are missing still. Okay, so this, where's our camera? There's our camera. If you look at the top, our camera and our particles. Yeah, camera is not within the particles, are moving all the way this way, and we should probably cover our camera with, I'm sure I can just move this here, right? Yeah, move this here and about here and have this cover it. Gonna have to re-bake this real quick. Delete all bakes and break. Nice. So now we are in the rain all the time. Almost in the rain. go back here, and it's still not in the range, so let's move this about here. Unbake this again. Everything else stays the same, that's fine. No problem. Now we are actually inside the rain at this point, and that is better than before. Okay, so the rain is fixed. Now we need to fix something over here, was it? Oh yeah, I was noticing in the render this needs to be darker. I'd say this place is way too bright. Just want a little light shining over here and not such a strong light, I'd say. Also, I need to make this flicker, so let's do these two things before I forget. Starting with a flicker over here. Let's go, where's the emission? 10? It's on 10? That's a high, oh, it looks kind of okay actually on 10. Okay, so we go to the start, and let me just go ahead and put in a modifier on the where is it? To the end and make it 5. Wait a second. Location. Where's our? Why can't we see our modifiers? Now we can. We don't need this. Oh. Wait a second. Yeah, modifiers, noise. Where are we? Whoa. Okay, so this, I can just remove this keyframe. What was it on? Okay, the noise is way too much. It's going from 10. Might be alright, but let's go ahead and check it. Replace. Add. Nope. Multiply. Definitely replace. Let me just go ahead and check this in our material view. Okay, so if we just play it back, cannot really tell, so I'm just gonna go ahead and isolate this, shift this to Eevee, go into rendered mode and check it now. That's almost nothing. That's weird. This is strength of the right here. It's supposed to be a 0. Offset. Well, it is, but still too less, I guess. Maybe we just need to increase it a bit more. So let's go to 20 and let's go to 0. I don't know what the hell the default was. That's better. Still too much. That looks all right. Increase the, what is this scale? Of it a bit more. Okay, that should be okay. Let's go back to our timeline. And unhide everything else. Whoa, no, that was too... Everything's gonna crash now, I bet you 100%. Forgot to save it as well. Hopefully I can recover the autosave file if it does crash. Please don't crash, please don't crash. I don't think it will, maybe. It'll take a while though. Okay, yeah, let's go back to rendered mode. That looks pretty sweet. Okay, so we can save. And we also need to fix the light, the actual light source in... Oh, this is supposed to be a... It is, isn't it? Why is it... This is supposed to be an area light. About this big. Maybe even smaller like this. And only 100. And maybe a little towards this edge. Power specular size should be... I guess if I decrease the size, then that won't really help. So now that might look better, and we need our leaves back in our scene. So let's go to our floor and go to our render and particle settings for our leaf. I'll just increase this so we can see them a lot more. There, and maybe another one on here too, so you can see it right on the edge. That looks cool, I guess, but I'd want more over here. I don't know if you can see any more of them. Let me go back to this one. change it to 300 in the whole area. There's none in here. You know, it's weird, we can't even see all this, and we definitely don't need all this. So let's go ahead and add a vertex group and just select all these, actually maximum these, and assign them so that we can select them. We don't need all this. Actually, let's just go ahead and remove these. Oops, select. And now we can just go to our particle system and set the density to the group, because we don't need them all the way back there. Let me just turn off the rain for a second. Yeah, we don't need to see them all the way back there in the blur. Same with this. Where is our vertex groups? Select these. Remove these. Yeah, that's better. So now in our scene we still can't see any of these. I think this one looks good. You can only see, oh, I get it now. There are like 3 over here, but only one of them is showing because of some kind of issue, I'm assuming. Still not enough. Let's go to 500. One here, one here, one here. That's okay. And over here we see one here, one back here. I guess that's all right then. That's enough. And what was this thing in the background that I saw? Okay, that's fine, I guess. But what is it? So what have we got left to do now? I don't want to increase the HDRI strength even for reflections, because that'll just brighten up our scene way too much. Oh, I guess I could use the HDRI for reflections, but not for the light source. That could be a way. That could be a way. That's fine, I guess, but let's just rotate this. Oops. Yeah, so let me look. You know, the road looks so much better. I'd like to use a save roughness map for this, because right now I can't see anything in the shading of this. So if I go ahead and copy this, copy, and whoa, where's the reference for this? Noise texture. I don't need all this. Let's go ahead and cut this. Oops. use this for the roughness. Why can't I see the roughness on this? It's odd. Is this according to some kind of a UV layout maybe? Doesn't make a difference. Oh, so we need to move this a bit, I guess. Let's scale it down. Scale it to about 3. Move it to the object. Generated. UVs, I don't know. Let me open this up. Let me just see what it is. Huh, 2-lane roughness, huh? This goes back to 1, it should be fine. Flat clip linear. Let's go ahead and increase. Repeat. That's where it is. 3. That's better. Should be able to see the roughness now. Or have we mixed it with something? We have not. So weird that we can see it here, but we can't see it here. Something's interfering, and that's the normals, I'm guessing. I'm gonna take the normal off for a second. Yeah, that's better to some extent. Now our bump map is connected all the way to this over here. I should use a color ramp over here. Just so you can get the darks. That's better. Now we have bumps and these reflections. Maybe decrease the intensity to about 0.4. Okay. Nice thing that we noticed. It's good that we noticed that. Even at something far back as this. Still not as high as I'd like, maybe the angle to see the pearls, but better than before. Okay, so we fix that, and we fix that, and we fix the light inside here, and we have the leaves in our shot. You can't really tell. So thin, but I guess that's fine. Now let's go ahead and add the reflections to our cars if we can. And add some wind movement to the trees next. So let's go to frame 185, was it? In which we see our car. So let's go to our shading viewport and zoom in on our car here. We want to see these reflections. So what is this? We need to get rid of this setup first of all. Okay, so we have our background of this that we want to keep, and we want to mix RGB, and we want to mix this one with a background color. This is going to be our background color, so we can just keep it as a dark blue. That's fine. And the factor can be a light path, and the glossy can be, so it's the reflection, what glossy depth, reflection ray. It's either reflection or it's glossy. Let's go ahead and check that out right now. So let's save that. Isolate this, go to cycles and click render. Now I think even if I go ahead and set this to 1, it'll just increase the reflections and it won't increase anything else. Reflections do not look as good as I'd like. You can even keep this as 5, to be honest, for really strong reflections, but it'll be unrealistic. So 1 is fine in our setting. At least it won't be nothing. Clear blue sky. Let me actually check what happens if I use a reflection instead. Nothing, same thing. I guess it doesn't really matter which you use. So if I go ahead and turn cycles off for a second, and something else, we're using 5th Avenue right now, right? 49th Street. Let's go ahead and use Times Square. Times Square. They're pretty low resolution reflections, to be honest, and I don't like Times Square. Let's go ahead and do Chinatown. No, our scene isn't more like Chinatown. It's more of a 51st and 5th. That's hardly any reflection, man. More lights. We need more lights. Something like this, maybe. Maybe I should just put something like Photo Studio, and what will that show me? Nothing much. Okay, let's just stick with 49th Street, I guess. The one that we used in the beginning. It's fine. Which one was it? 44th or 49th? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's good. So we have our reflections on our scene now. Great. Now what do we need? I think I'll do another test render with this new lighting and this, and what else should we change? The road and the leaf and stuff. So let's go ahead and go to the 185. That's fine, and we'll just see how our render looks on 185. Compare it with this one on slot 1. Let's go ahead and render. Be right back. Okay, so I have the render done. Now, you might have noticed that there are some differences. The biggest being, where is it? The biggest being the light. The lighting has increased everywhere. I don't like it. I prefer this dark mood. This lighting is because of our mix, and we mixed it, but it still gave off some kind of a lighting to our scene. We should maybe change this back to deep blue or something. I mean permanent, like black. Anyway, apart from that, let me compare the other things. The thing that we wanted to fix, the reflections, we are getting a bit of the reflections here, so that is good. Not really on the on the front of the car, which would have been better, but I guess something is better than nothing. And we also fixed our floor up, and I think this looks good, but this looks kind of, I'd say, sharp for puddles, and this looks way better, and you can see a little bit of this grain, a nice bumpy effect that we didn't have before. Now we added a few leaves. There's one leaf that you cannot tell, and there's one somewhere back here, I think. Is that one? That's one. But I guess it doesn't matter. It would have been good if there was one right here or here. Might be able to change that. Just one over here or here would be enough for the whole scene, I'd say. And apart from that, the increased lighting. Oh yeah, we increased the lighting. This is less sharp, I guess. The lighting over here has decreased. I think I will make it a small, maybe a spotlight. That would look better, and decrease this lighting. Oh my god. So let me go ahead and render this part again on number 2 with this set to 0, so that if we can tell if our lighting has returned to normal or not. And then I will change up the leaves a bit and the light inside the phone booth. What do we have left then? Maybe another render, which is on frame 80, just to get a look of the scene when we are zoomed out. Oh wait, yeah, definitely before changing the leaves I should do that. Might be able to see a few leaves then. So compared to this, it is the exact same even after changing it. So that's no good. This is a lot darker. So let's go ahead and change that again. Save that there. And go to shading. And let's see if we can change this to multiply. See if that looks good. Whoa. Sorry for that. Okay, so that, it looks so cool, but multiplying got it very dark. I should probably go to the camera. Let me see. That does look different, but I think that we lost our reflection over here as well. So mixing it, yeah, it does brighten up the scene and we get the reflection back. I can't multiply black with this, that'll just result in nothing. How about maybe keep it unmixed and change this to reflection, although probably won't make a difference. Actually made it brighter, I think. Yeah, it did make it brighter. Okay, maybe clamping it. No, that's not gonna help. We could decrease the strength of this, but that's our last option. Okay, let's go ahead and do that then. 0.5. So you're gonna set this to 0. That's the same thing as just a black background. So 0.1. Makes no sense. It should mix with black. Why is it lighting up my scene? No, I think that's it. 0.1. It's about the same color and we have just a little bit of reflection here. Let's see, 0.3. Yeah, we have this reflection. I think I'll stick with 0.3 for now and see if we can make changes later, if need be. Let's go back to our layout and save that. And we're going to move this. Where's our light? Change this to a spotlight with a really small radius. Really 50 or 20 watt and really small size and big blending. Why is the radius so big? Okay, so about that's enough. And well, that's too big. Why is it elliptical? That's so weird. Oh, I'm gonna reset the scale. That's better. Now if we blend it, full blending, and that looks fine. 20 watt. Okay, hopefully that works. And we need to not change our leaves yet. Save that and let's go to our render. See how that looks. So we decrease the lighting just a bit. That's fine. The rain looks so nice. Couldn't really see much of the rain here. And Nikon, the depth of field is fine. This looks a bit weird, to be honest, but it's fine. Traffic lights are fine. Chipotle is fine. yeah, let's go ahead and give this another test render on number 2. Save this and test render. Okay, so our render is done. If we compare with our last one, it's weird. Oh yeah, because we have more light, we can see the raindrops a bit better. And I guess because they are made of glass type watery material, so it reflects better. But with we can still see a little bit of the raindrops, and probably in the animation we'll be able to tell better if it's something is actually moving or not. Although this looks all right, I'd say not too bad. This looks a bit better. We could actually keep this and maybe darken it up more in post, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we changed the lighting so it's not as sharp anymore. It's just like a subtle light inside this. Gives us a little bit of a darker surrounding to the actual phone booth. First we had all this lighting going on over here, although I'm not sure if it's from the environment or anyway. This is our latest render anyway, and I think this looks really good. Yeah, might even be able to decrease this from 50 to 20. I'm not sure. Could give that a try, but the water looks nice. We have a little bit of reflection here. We had more over here, but I guess it's better than this at least. Let's see. At least we know that something is in fact moving. We're getting a bit of the reflections, and that will be the same in the case of the other cars that move ahead. So let's go ahead and save this image as number 14, 15 or something on our desktop, where we had 16. Let's go with 17, and let's go ahead and save number 6 as well. Image save as. This should actually have been number 16, 17. Number 7, we just got number 8. Save as number 19. And we have this all flickering in the background, depth of field. And let me just do one render again to replace this on number, and I'll try and decrease this to 20, see how that looks. 2 in 1.